Prasici Gaming, dobrodošli! Ups. Ne, brate. Dobre, gdje si Miho, kako ide, brate? Evo ide, dobro je. Kako si ti, bato? Nisam streamao 100 godina, bio mi Vukili. Smo pikali menadžera. Pitao Hari sa tebe. Bukvalno. Sad ću ja da mu odgovorim. Si ti iz BG-a? Jesam. Iz Zemuna. West Coast, zapadna obala. BG-a. Dobro ti stojiš ulja, Maja misliš? Majica, nije košulja. West Coast železnik. A ti si železnik, a? Ne, ja sam iz Zemuna, ne iz železnika. Ili si ti železnik, ne znam šta. A šta?
Back. Nice to see you again.
Kod ovoga sam se čuo na zadnje, a? Ujebote, nisam igrao 100 godina. Ja. Nisam streamao 100 godina. Šta ima kod tebe? A i železnik je West Coast. Pa mislim zapala obala Dunava. Novi Beograd. Zemun. Žanije i to. Ajmo Bežanija. Nema ništa kod ovoga.
Hope to see you again.
Ja imam relationship goals. A tako, ovo je relationship goals. Imam 2. Kako to Popi, brate? Popi je, brate, đavo faza. Samo se tako zove. Samo reci da smo seljana i to je to. Što seljan? A nismo seljana, ali smo, brate, kamenjarci, realno. Iz kamenjarnika, brate, ono, beton, kamen, cigla. Baš pravi oni.
He'll see it was a mistake parting ways with me.
Čekaj bre, ne razumijem. Aha, ovdje ulazimo u...
Glad you came.
Sirona, jao, kod nje imam neki glupi. Nešto ću da izbegavam Sironu, ona je tranđa, ja mislim. Šta kod nje imam nešto sam, mislim da to neću da radim. Evo ga mi da. Pa nešto je treba, brate. Ali mislim da ima još nešto. Nešto treba, ne kaže šta, kao da otkrijem šta je. Nešto mi ona, brate... Nije omiljeno, ajde imamo šta hoće. Popis Viting.
This is a change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes my blood boil. I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting ring. The collars they were wearing, they appeared to be goblin silver. I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp. I've never known poachers to use anything like that before.
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar. Professor Fig was genuinely baffled by its behavior.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange, seemingly coming out of nowhere. Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creatures?
Exactly.
Merlin, I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And if we can find her, we can return her egg.
Ja sam zaboravio što smo mi ovo radili. Kamenjarke, da. Znaš da železniku imam komšiju par zredana. Ćećeo isti ti, od kad te pratim, zaboravim da te pitam odakle si. Isti ja, a? Mislio si da sam ja, brate. Nisam. Niti znam nekog. Moj jedan kolega, železnik. Čekam, had mi done enough. Koja je ovo misija bila, ne mogu da se setim ovo. Šta je ovo bilo? Što je puklo? Kao da je na spratu puklo, ali ja nemam sprat gore. Niti ima nešto teško da padne. Mislim, ne znam šta, koja je ova misija već.
That's a good idea. We need to see this through.
I'll start looking into it right away. There was something else that I wanted to discuss with you. I didn't want to press it before. It seems I may have caused you more trouble with Victor Rookwood. Why is he after you?
Rookwood je ovaj mračni wizard, a ko je Viktor? Je to njegovo ime, brat? Mislim da Rookwooda ima više.
If it's all right with you, I'd rather not say. At least not at the moment.
Understood. We all have our secrets. I shan't press for more details. In fact, I should probably be going. I'd like to track that dragon down as soon as I can. You know when I have news of her location.
Izbjegavam da mnogo main questu pričam s ovim sporednim likovima, nešto se tripujem da ne bi trebalo tako da pričam. Sirona, nećemo Sironu da radimo, ne mogu da je slušam, brate. Mislim da ona predstavlja određenu populaciju. Ali kopka me što ne znam šta je, nešto je treba, neće mi kaže šta, boli me kurac. Ajde da pričamo sa Neti, gdje je ona? Da, ona je u Hogwartsu, naravno. Let's go. Kako bi te banovali streamaš Americi do toga zato što je tranža. Moguće, ali ne bi, sad je Trump tamo, brec. Jo. Trump je ukinuo, brate, uveo je samo 2 pola. Sad imaš samo muško i žensko u Americi. Tako da mislim da... Mislim da imam pravo da mi se... Ne znam, neko mi nije gotivno, Neću ja radim sve side questove, to sam lupio kao što je tranđa, mada... A vidiš to i ovo, profesor onaj, to je Keva, vidiš, kod nje mogu, a mogu i dole. A idem dole da odradim. Za full net i bra. Si uzao Tomb Raider trilogiju? Jesam, Gabi. Ali ne znam koja je to trilogija, da li ću ja to igrati. A igrat ću trilogiju onu 2000... Kad je izašlo? 13, 14, 17, tako nešto. Te igrice.
So frustrating.
Ono to rekao kad ih ima milijardu bolesnih. Znaš kako, imaju mnogo para, brate. To ne može da prođe kod nas zato što ljudi nemaju para, brate, i onda ne možemo mi da se bakćemo, brate, ono, ti si muško, ti si žensko, ajde bre, nekako da preživimo, a ne, oni imaju para, ne znaju šta će, brate, ono, prosječna plata 100.000 u nekim mestima. I onda, brate, znaš, ono...
You wanted to speak with me, Mother?
I had hoped to speak with you alone, Natsai.
Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
You know what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful. Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that you have been trying to collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards. She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you, and she is right. I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade for the near future.
But Mother!
My little gazelle, you are well-intentioned, but you must not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland, Father would still be with us.
I must get to class. Perhaps your friend can get you to listen to reason.
So frustrating. She never listens to me.
She called you her little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However, I am an animagus. And it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the highlands rather freely until now, much to my mother's chagrin. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
Čekaj, ona može da se pretvori animagus, ali to... What? Postaje životinja, kao vukodlak, samo postaje gazela. Od toga i kod nas, ali to su uglavnom božari. Da. 98%. Sve mogli da obrade kacine, da se smoriš malo kao čovjek kad je zajeban. How did you become animagus?
Were you born an animagus, or did you learn to become one?
Animagi are not born. The process is quite elaborate. It involves holding a mandrake leaf in one's mouth for an entire month, then placing the leaf in a crystal phial so that it is imbued with moonlight, then adding one of your own hairs. And that is just the beginning. Self-transfiguration is common among students at Wagadu, but Professor Weasley considers it much too dangerous to teach at Hogwarts.
A u Gadovu je kao onaj najveći, u Gandhi onaj škola je valjda najveća škola. Da li bira formu?
Can you choose what form your animagus will take?
Oh no, a person's animagus form is determined by their personality. My mother is convinced that my form is a gazelle because I adapt well to any situation. I believe it is because I can sense danger and keep my wits about me.
How does it feel to transform into an animal?
Well, the first time it can be a bit unnerving. I felt a kind of searing pain and a strong double heartbeat. But it gets easier the more you do it. I no longer feel any pain, and I must say, I find a sense of comfort in the double heartbeat. And I love being able to view the world from a different perspective.
Čekaj, neću valjda postati životinja. Odgledao sam 5 delova ovoga Harry Pottera. Ja mi znam nije ni u jednom. Sirius i onaj Lupin i ovi se pretvaraju životinja. Mislim da se Harry nije ni jednom pretvorio. Nešto novo. Možda to...
Now the nickname makes sense. What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is. I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it. She says that no creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent. She claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form. But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
Da, kad postane gazela, poučeri su ovi lovci, mogu da je uvate, jevati. Prasici Gaming community širi mržnju. To kad bi bio poznat, da, moguće da bi bilo. Goveđivno. Slušaš Petrovića, a Dejan Mika nisam vidio davno. Jer ne znamo, brate. Ali mislim da neće dolaziti više. Da, kad bi bio poznat, onda moraš baš dosta paziš šta pričaš. Pa nije što sam bi se izvinio, ne mislim tako. Jeste, realno ne treba širiti mržnju. Perhaps your mother is right, we cannot allow your mother to stop us. Pravo je Kjeva, brate.
She's concerned for your safety. It may be best for you to stay away from Hogsmeade for now.
That may be safe, but I do not believe that it would be best. Do you? You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Randrock were after you, but you did not. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. My mother cannot know where I am all the time. Thank you for being here during that rather awkward conversation.
Okej, saznali smo da ona može postane životinja i da možda ću ja moći, to se uči, to se ne rađa, tako da... To je to, brate. Relationship goals, ništa. Neke domaće, Diri Cloud, Giant Purple. Gdje ću ovo naći? Mislim da ovo nema... Mislim, piše kao u nekoj biblioteci, ali... Aha, ima mjesto. Dobro. Ajde, idemo ovdje, brać. Gdje si Čkalja, pozdrav, join ekipu na chatu, pozdrav i za tebe. Kad će bude neko okupljanje sa fanovima, jevote, mogli smo da se nađemo, jebi ga. Juče, brat, juče je bilo veliko okupljanje Prasici Gaminga na Slaviji. To je moglo da bude, jebe. Reci, mogli bi da iskoristimo sljedeće okupljanje da se vidimo svi. Bro, to je dobra ideja. Kad već idemo, brat. Mislim svi koji smo iz BG-a.
So this is the underground harbor.
Nisam revelio odradio, je. Ček, ovdje je, dobro. Daj prvo da pokupim sve što imam. Vidi. Bože, brate. Ovo ne smije da me vidi, čiši. Čibaći vađan se malo mrdno pa je prdno. Ovdje uvijek tačno dobijem 500. Tu nema greški. Kako mi se pije pivo zadnjih dana nešto, brate, iako je bio Vuki, nije da smo se nešto razvaljali, jesmo 1-2 dana možda. Baš mi se pije, ali šljakam, tako da moram da šljakam. Ovo je za 1-2 sata. Tako da ništa od piva. Viaduct.
Revelio.
Znači ovdje sam pokupio, sad idemo dalje. Sneg je pao, bratu. Nije bilo ovako, kako se ja sjećam, a? Boga mi smo stigli do polugodišta. Kolika školetina, tebra.
Revelio.
Sulazi ovdje. $20.
Professor Weasley wants me to get us upstairs.
Pa znam ja da nije ovdje, ne brini ti ništa. Ja samo lutujem, brate. Lutam. Ja ne lutam, nego lutam. Vruće, evo klimica upaljena, brate, da isušuje malo vazduh, da bude hladnije. Sad ću ti reći, 26 stepeni maks. Nije ono, brate.
That book Professor Weasley asked me to find should be around here somewhere.
Nije pakao, ali je vruće.
Revelio.
Looking for the book Intermediate Transfiguration.
Šta reče, to meni treba, brate. Čekaj, da vidim šta vamo ima. Vamo ima, ja trebam mi onaj leptirić. Da li ovdje ima negdje leptirić?
Reading can be as magical as any spell. Why can't students see that?
Pa ništa, moram popričati s ovom. Se ozbiljno okupljali na slavi ili zajebaš? Ma juče, mogli smo da, juče je bilo onaj skupljanje, studenti pobeđuju. Pa smo išli Vuki i ja Pa ko iz BG-a, možda smo tad mogli ono da kažemo se nađemo i to. Da iskoristimo priliku. Nije mi palo na pamet. Mogli smo se čujemo na Discordu.
Professor Weasley asked me to, get something from that book. May I have it?
Did she now? I'll give you this book if you humor me by answering a few questions from my quiz.
Quiz?
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue that no knowledge is trivial. Hence, I have created a small quiz, just for fun, focusing mainly on the lore of the wizarding world. None of the other students will try it, no matter how many times I ask. They all say they have enough with schoolwork. They don't value knowledge the way I do. Surely you're interested. I'll even start you off with a few of my easiest questions.
If I must, brat. Samo da, tu sam za 5 minuta. Tebe da prepriča, jebi ga, može to na disu ponekad, ali ništa pederski. Ne, na disku da se dogovorimo, mogli smo da se čujemo na Discordu, da se dogovorimo ko je u grupi, da... Ne znam jesi ti u grupi. Gde da se nađemo to, pošto se bilo, brate, 500.000 ljudi. Ali eto, drugi put. Možda kad je neko manje okupljanje. Da odemo, brate. Se nađemo za blame. Negde ono u drugoj zoni, brate, ne baš ono u centru. Jesam na serveru, pa to možemo se čujemo na Discordu da izblame. Da. Vidjet ćemo kad dođe Vuki i kad bude nešto. Bilo bi dobro, Vuki je, brate, co-founder. Bilo bi dobro da i on bude tu. Tu sam za 5 minuta. We back. We back. We gone. Ajde odredimo ovaj kviz ako moramo, brate. If I must.
If that's the only way I can convince you to give me that book, then let's get it over with.
Splendid. Just a few questions and then I'll hand over this book. Let us begin. Before the invention of the golden snitch, which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch?
Nemam pojma, brate. Nemam pojma. Golden snitch je ona mala loptica, brate. Pre nje, šta su koristili, nemam pojma. Zna neko? Možda Snake Bird, ne vjerujem da je Golden bilo nešto pa sad opet Golden, a? A možda je fora što mora biti Golden. Nemam pojma. Snidget, šta je Snidget, šta je Snogeri? Snake Bird je, to znam, mislim zmija, ptica, da li su jurili? Ne vjerujem da su zmiju jurili, brate. Ali ajde.
The snake bird.
No, incorrect. The answer was the golden snidget. The snidget was first introduced to Quidditch in 1269 by a wizard named Barbarous Bragg. Sadly, they're thought to be extinct. Next question. Which potion is commonly referred to as liquid luck?
Ovo znam. Liquid luck. Koji je ovaj? Znam šta je liquid luck. To je ono kao doping, brate, kao da imaš sreće. To je pričala priču ona riba da je valjda slučajno popila, ili tako nešto? Da je ova sipala kad su igrali utakmicu. Ali kako se zove latinski, ono, medicinski, koji je zvaničan? Ja mislim da je Felicis.
Felix Felicis.
Well done.
Da.
Since it makes the drinker temporarily lucky, Felix Felicis is a banned substance in all organized competitions.
Da, to je kao na doping.
The Three Brothers involves which magical artifacts?
Nemam pojma šta. Tale of the Three Brothers. A ovo je fazom bilo sve u igrici. Nego ja nisam zapamtio. Ja ne znam ni šta je ovo, brate. Founder's Relics, Horcruxes, Deathly Hallows. Ništa mi nije jasno. Ne sjećam se, nisam dugo igrao.
The Founder's Relics.
A nije, Founder je...
No, the answer was the Deathly Hallows. According to Beedle the Bard, the Deathly Hallows consists of the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Cloak of Invisibility. Which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
Bludger.
The bludger.
I'm sorry, but the correct answer was the quaffle. When a chaser throws the quaffle through one of 3 hoops in a Quidditch match, their team is awarded 10 points. True or false? Polyjuice potion allows the drinker to change species.
True.
Actually, the answer was false. While Polyjuice potion can be used to change things such as age or race, it cannot be used to change species. Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put the book back on the pedestal now. If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, I have plenty more questions I could ask you. And I won't be giving you any more easy questions either. The next ones will be more difficult.
A čekaj, mi dala knjigu. Bludger je ono valjda što udaraš protivnika. Imaju 3 lopte, ima onaj snitch što juriš, što pobediš ako uzmeš, ima ona što protivnike nabijaš s njom. I ima ono s kojom daješ golove, ja mislim da su to 3. Ja sam mislio da je najveća ova što protivnike s njom udaraš. A šta će biti ako... Čekaj.
I'm sorry. I don't have time for a quiz at the moment.
Let me know if you change your mind. I put the book back on the pedestal for you.
Revelio ought to make quick work of this. Professor Weasley's tasks are complete. I should attend Transfiguration.
Want to test your knowledge on some more difficult questions?
I'd like to answer more questions.
What governmental body directly preceded the Ministry of Magic?
The Order of Merlin.
The Order of Merlin.
No, that's incorrect. The answer was the Wizards' Council. The Wizards' Council disbanded in 1707 after the creation of the International Statute of Wizarding Secrecy, which required a more structured government to support its enforcement. Which dragon breed is the smallest?
Aj jebi. Ukrainian. Ovo, nemam pojma, brate. Ukrajinski.
The Ukrainian Ironbelly.
No, I'm sorry, but the answer was the Peruvian Vipertooth. Though the Vipertooth is the smallest breed, averaging at around 15 feet in length, it is also the fastest breed and feared for its venomous fangs. Who founded the village of Hogsmeade?
Pa mora Quincy Hog, brate.
Quincy Hogg.
No, the answer was Hengist of Woodcroft. It is believed that Hengist used the 3 Broomsticks Inn as his home. The hide-behind was accidentally created by crossbreeding a ghoul with what other magical creature?
Ja ne znam ni gol šta je. Hide behind. Demiguise.
A demiguise.
Yes! While the hide-behind has the power of invisibility, those who have seen it have described it as a tall, thin monkey with silver hair. What is the only spell known to repel a lethifold?
Patronus Charm.
The Patronus Charm.
Well done. The only known survivor of a lethifold attack was a wizard named Flavius Belby, who was on holiday in Papua New Guinea at the time. Who published the law of elemental transfiguration?
Laverne de Montmorency.
That's incorrect. The answer I was looking for was Gamp. One of the principal exceptions to Gamp's law is that food cannot be conjured, though it can be summoned. What does the Hogwarts motto translate to?
Knowledge is the real magic.
No, the answer was never tickle a sleeping dragon. In Latin, the Hogwarts motto is Draco dormiens nunquam titilandus. Which magical creature is the only one known to produce eggs through its mouth?
Da li je Schwinder?
The Ashwinder.
That's incorrect. The correct answer was the rune's paw. According to Parselmouths, each of the rune's paw's 3 heads serves a different function. The left head is the planner, the middle is the dreamer, and the right is the critic. Where is Ilvermorny School of Witchcraft and Wizardry located?
Gde si, mrač? Ryzen 5 500 goated procesor. A rekao si u zadnji put da je sranje. Šta su ovo? Neko turira, brate. Motornu testeru, nešto. Smišljeno nije možda klima. To si ti rekao, majmune. Mount, where is...
Mount Greylock.
Well done! The American school was founded in the 17th century by Isolde Sayre and James Stewart. What is the most powerful love potion known to wizard kind?
Mislim da je vero.
Virositiserum.
Incorrect. The answer was Amotentia. Amotentia smells differently to every person, according to what they find attractive, such as dusty book covers or... Are you interested in continuing on to the next round? They're my most difficult questions.
What? Ne znam, ja sam čuo da je 5500 sranje. Iz istog razloga iz kog je onaj X3D najbolji gamerski procesor, iz istog tog razloga je 5500 krš, ima malo tog keša. Ne znam da li je čak i hiperthreadovan, da li ima dva logička... Koliko ima logičkih procesora, da li ima 6 faza? Interested in continuing on to the next round. Ajde da vidimo šta će da me pita još.
Wonderful. I do admire your thirst for knowledge. Emmerich the Evil was killed in a duel against whom?
Sir Agravain.
Incorrect. The answer was Egbert the Egregious. Emmerich gained notoriety for terrorizing villages in the south of England during the Middle Ages when he was the master of the Elder Wand. If a chaser keeps their hand on the quaffle as it goes through the goal, what foul are they committing?
Nisam znao da je ovo faul. Blatching.
The answer was actually haversacking. Blatching is flying to intentionally collide with a player. Stooging is when two chasers knock the other team's keeper away from the goals so that a third chaser can score. A bite from a mackled malaclaw has the unusual side effect of causing what?
Webbed feet.
No, the answer was bad luck. Native to the European coastline, the effects of a malaclaw's bite can last up to a week. What plant excretes stink sap?
Ali ovo je obrnuto od onog Felixa, brate, Feliciusa, ona, od sreće. Zamisli uzmeš oba, brate, ovo ti je za sreću, ovo ti je bad luck.
Fluxweed.
I'm afraid the correct answer was Mimbulus mimbletonia. The Mimbulus mimbletonia plant secretes stink sap as a defensive mechanism when touched. The pepper-up potion evolved from a remedy created by which 12th century wizard?
Basil Flack.
That's incorrect. The answer was Limfrid of Stinchcombe. Centuries later, Glover Hipworth would expand on Limfrid's previous work to create the pepper-up potion we know today. In The Wizard and the Hopping Pot, what does the elder wizard leave for his son in the hopping pot?
Say slipper.
A single slipper.
That's correct. The story was created by Beadle the Bard, but there are a few versions. I won't spoil what the slipper was for if you haven't read it recently. The Snallygaster is native to which region of the world?
The The Scottish Highlands.
No, the answer was North America. The part bird, part reptile is a distant relative of the okami and has serrated fangs and a bulletproof hide. Who is the Muggle knight featured in the Fountain of Fair Fortune?
Sir Amset.
No, the answer was Sir Luckless. The three witches in the story are named Asher, Altheda, and Amata. Oh, I adore a story that ends with a twist. The world's largest kelpie is also known by what other name?
Šta je kelpi?
The Loch Ness Monster.
Correct. The Office of Misinformation has worked diligently to discredit any Muggle evidence of the kelpie's existence. Who was the first Minister for Magic?
Cadmus Peveril.
No, the first minister was Ulick Gamp. Gamp's greatest legacy was the founding of the Department of Magical Law Enforcement. It outlawed the unforgivable curses. You've answered all of my questions. It's nice to know there's another student who appreciates the value of knowledge. You might not have got very many right, but I'm sure you learned something regardless. Thank you for humoring me by participating. I had a splendid time.
Pazi, ovo je ona napravila. Više sam dobio neke motione. Ona fazon ona napravila ovaj kvizić.
You're my second favorite hero!
Gde si, Bogdane? Evo. Ide okej. Ništa ne znam, brate, sve sam krivo odgovorio, ali dobro. Se baš čudio što je 5-6 skuplje od 50 kao baš. A šta, 5 i 6 ima više keša, pa je zato skuplje, nisam znao da je skuplje. A čekaj, ovo ima 18 samo Intel. A koliko ovo ima? 32 Ryzen. Ali nije ovaj moj lošiji od 5 i 6. Ne znam kako onda on ima samo 18, brate. To 18 nekako zvuči... malo, brate. Drugačija arhitektura skroz. I znam da oni X3D procesori su najjači zato što imaju taj cache, nešto, da li imaju 64, brate.
Nice to see you. I thought potions required precision.
96, brate.
I heard Professor Weasley transfigured the book with all her test answers into an owl to stop students from cheating.
Taking owls a bit too literally, if you ask me.
Ko to priča? To unutra priča.
Crossed Wands was so much fun, wasn't it?
Hello, Arthur. What was it we were going to do?
We were each going to follow a Hogwarts treasure map. I'd suggest you start looking near the Defense Against the Dark Arts classroom.
Ja sam...
Garrett's subterranean concoction.
Ja sam već imam tu misiju. Već sam pričao s njim. Jel to beš? Ja mislim da je ovo. U stvari ne, ovo je. Da. To ćemo možda sljedeće, aj, kad sam već tu. Imam neki gear. A mislim da sve lošije. Čekaj, imam i... Mnogo lošije. Pet i 600 da, mislim da ti je 5 i 600 dovoljno, brate. Tad možemo po Upgaru da pikamo. Ti beš igraš PUBG, igram i ja, brate, mogli bi nekad opalimo. Mislim, možemo i van streama.
Beautiful.
Goodness. Settle down, settle down. Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do. Beautifully done. Class is dismissed. And remember, now is not the time to ease off your studying. OWLs will be here before you know it.
You're quite close to Professor Fig, aren't you? I've always wondered about him. Never see him actually teaching.
Kako da testiramo šta mu dođe vam? Či mogu, brate, da ga pretvorimo u bure protivnika, brate? I šta će ostati bure, lik?
It warms my heart to see your interest in herbology, dare I say, blossom.
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor?
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed, and frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
Koliko se imaš u PUBG sad? Pa ja uvijek ograničim na 100. Nisam ga pustio nikada da ide iznad. Tako da ne znam koliko bi imao. Ali 100 imam. I 1% lov mi je tako bude 70. 80 zavisi naš tečnih je 100. Nekad PUBG buguje, brate, morao sam jednom da verifikujem integritet fajlova, falio mi neki fajl posle update-a i šta ti ja znam. Loš je PUBG, ali može stotka. Previše loše optimizovano sve. Some have helped. Despite spending so much time. Da.
I'm glad to hear it. I'm not certain I needed all the extra assignments.
And I'm certain you would not have been as successful without them. Now, it seems you've been making good use of the opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. I've heard that you were able to grow a venomous tentacula. Growing such a magical plant is an accomplishment of which you can be quite proud.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rumors of your extracurricular activities? Was your visit to an ex-aura in Upper Hogsfield connected in any way to Professor Fig? I can't begin to imagine what that was about.
Not at all. I was, merely interested in learning more about the Aura program. I saw Professor Sharp's Aura badge and was intrigued.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly. It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure that you're ready for your exams. Until then, well done. You are dismissed. If you wish to practice the spell you just learned, the training dummy is available. Glad to see you were paying close attention to my demonstration of the transformation spell.
Čekaj, on se vrati, brate, ali to for?
Since our visit to Feldcroft, something dawned on me about the triptych. Meet me at the Overlook, just north of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll explain.
My plan with the helmet failed, but I have another idea.
Failed.
I think we may be able to find what we need at a goblin mine south of Hogwarts. Meet me there, and bring someone who speaks gobbledygook.
I remember our meet mentioning something about gobbledygook.
Onaj što je kao, kaže da je failovao. Onaj goblin što je na našoj strani, mislim što mu ja ne verujem, nisam siguran, brate. Može tako da ostane bura, a? A ne može, izgleda se vrati. Ne znam. Glavno majno da vidimo šta ćemo sljedeći. Cijel skandal u Hrvatskoj? Ne, šta je bilo? Ajde hoćemo, brate. Vidimo šta ima da nam kaže on. Baš me zanima on. To je jebik. Toga će uvek biti, Gabi, brate, takih slučajeva, nažalost. Mislim, možda i ne, daj Bože da neće. Evo je drukara. Ujebote, zavrteće mi se. Sredinom svibanja, svibanje je vjerojatno maja, ha? Ja sam bio kao dostavljač hrane radio. Vozio sam Volt, ali su mi izašli hemoridi od naprezanja što sam vozio BG, vrate, planinčuga jedna, ako nemaš onaj električni bajs, bato. Znaš koliko je teško, vrate. 4 sata, 5. Voziti.
Hello, Amit. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I mean, I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course! How exciting! I mean, well, might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's.
Good to hear, good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better.
Mislim da je Goblin dobar lik. Zato što Sirona mu veruje, a Sirona je tranđa. I ne verujem da bi developeri uradili da tranđa bude loša, brate, osoba. Sirona mu veruje. A ja ću igrati kao da je on dobar. Ja mislim da je on dobar, on mora biti dobar. Mora da obraćam pažnju kakve stavove ima ova tranđa. Šta ona misli, kome ona veruje, šta mi ona kaže, znači ona ne smije biti loša osoba. Ne misli uradiš tranđu, ono što te zajebe, brate, idi u pičku, koja je to jednakost. Good to hear, you said that I feel much better.
You said you know gobbledygook, but how well?
I've been reading it for as long as I've been reading English. My parents have an extensive library. Once I grew bored with the classics, I devoured goblin writings. I'd tell you some titles, but you wouldn't understand them.
Have you ever spoken directly to a goblin?
Unbelievably, no. I'm so looking forward to it. Actually conversing in gobbledygook with a native speaker. Cannot wait to confirm subtle bits of pronunciation and tone that may have eluded me, being self-taught and all.
Lodgok is waiting. Shall we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
Revelio.
Možda bi mogo da odradim ovo, a? Što mi izbrisa, brat? Čekaj bre, sad je bila, ne razumijem. Sad je bio ovdje quest, bret, kako sad nestao? Ovdje je bio quest. Vidiš? Pojavi se. I onda kad stisne desni, on nestane. Ajde idemo ovdje da vidimo šta se dešava tu, bret.
We said that travel broadens the mind.
Ali je hladno, bato. Znam sad na metli koliko je hladno. Kozi moći, bret. I više ovdje treba. Što treba, ajmo ovdje. Flip. Treba mi onaj magija. Flip. Fliperska, čekaj. Sorry, imam je, bret. Ova dva treba. I šta još trebam nešto dok leti, valjda? Dangling dog, šta to znači?
Defender! Flipender! Flipender! Defender! Flipender!
Ne radi ovaj flipender. Ne razumijem šta treba da uradim, bret. Flipa dog boy while it's waiting to use sneak attack. Sam uspeo.
Flipender! Defender!
Slice of dangling. Što mene napada?
Flipender! Potato! Stupid one! Flipender!
Neće da radi ovaj. Neće flipendo. Flipa da go. Kako ono bis?
Stupid one! Defender! Crucial!
Is getting worse. If there is any chance that the relic from Slytherin's spellbook can help her, I must find it. I'm requesting your help. Meet me outside of Feldcroft, near the catacomb.
Okay, but...
I have some promising news about the location of our Hebridean dragon friend and where to return her you-know-what. Meet me in the town circle in Hogsmeade.
Spirit Club. Giant Purple. Ovdje nema tih životinja. Slaj se degne da od ubgog, ne znam kako da... Šta treba da radim? Tako da idem ja odavde, brać. Nemam ja šta ovdje da tražim. Idemo da otkrijemo ovdje šta ima. Ali je hladno sad za vožnju na metli, jebem ti. Šta da se radi, brać? Valjda sam dobro obučen. O, evo ga lik. Ček prvo da... To.
Revelio. 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 Could it be a Merlin trial?
Ja mogu kuglu da ubacim... Gdje je tamo? Ne. Gdje ova kugla treba da ide?
Revelio. Revelio. Brendom.
Šta je što?
Revelio.
Aha, evo je ovdje. Tu treba da upa.
Levioso. Depulso. Whoa. Whoa. Revelio. Depulso. Revelio. Depulso. Would be proud.
Ja sam imao, kad sam bio mali, Sega Megu, ne, prvo sam imao Game Boy. Jebote, kako je to bilo dobro, brate. Taj osjećaj, brate. To uživanje, brate, to je strašno. Sam imao neku Sega Megu, sjećam se da mi je bio izolirka, brate, joystick bio ceo izolerke. Tu sam igrao neke formule. I onda sam igrao PlayStation Cats. Nisam ga imao, ali sam, ono, kod na more. Kod mojih, ono, tamo sam imao. I to je to, brate. Što ovi, brate?
Revelio.
Što protivnici? Nisu civili. Only magical beasts. Ja te ovna dozvam. Čekaj. Ne, idemo ovdje. Idemo da se vidimo sa ovim goblinom. Vidio sam ga, prošao sam pored njega.
Revelio.
Vidio je.
Revelio.
Uvijek treba ovih resursa za nešto, neki potion za neku misiju. Što ovdje ima nešto. Ej, jebi ga, bate. Možeš ovako, a možeš i ovako.
Revelio.
Ovo je ekstra. Ekstra, samo da piškim.
You received my owl. Good, good.
A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
You said this would repair the chasm between the two of you. How did you not expect him to react this way?
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals: Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Cock. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bacalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen, either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
What else should we know about the enchanted door?
The door will not open while the eye can see you. You and your friend must be invisible to it to gain access. From what I know of wizard magic, that shouldn't be too difficult to achieve.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return.
Ćao, čelo, pozdrav.
See you soon.
The door is looking at us.
Oko. To je to oko, bre. Mislim je to negde unutra.
Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected.
Revelio.
I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift.
Incendio.
Workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
Zacząłem ja, Johnson.
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine.
Revelio.
I've read about mines like this, but seeing one is something else altogether.
Pazi ti ovo, brate. Čekaj, mogu tu... Samo sekund. Mogu tu, a tu trebam ići. Čekaj, idemo do vam. Lepo. Ništa spec. Ups!
Keep your wits about you, Amit. I'll get you through this mine.
Clever.
Revelio.
Huh.
I have a brother who works in Gringotts. Couldn't pay me enough to sit behind a desk all day. Ready to fight.
Wait a moment. Matter of time till Ranrock sets things right.
Će lik ostati kutija, brate. Neće.
That was a little more than I'm used to.
I'll get us through here safely, Amit. You have my word.
Ovaj nas je video.
Lumos.
Right.
We're being watched. By a door. Incendio. Revelio.
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans.
Bound to be plans around here somewhere. A schematic. They're building something. I can't quite make it out. Curious. I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
Jesi pročitao ovo? Šta kaže?
Revelio.
To je goblin dog.
Incendio. Incendio. Revelio.
Życie po...
Fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed. Revelio.
Čekaj, odavde sam došao, tako. Treba da idem dole.
Revelio. I'm quite good at sneaking up.
Have a mushroom tea.
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what?
Revelio.
There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
What am I doing here? This patrol is... Who is it?
Revelio.
Next time I see Fig or that student, I'll give them what they deserve.
Petrificus totalis.
Oh, this really is too much.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. This place is more complex than I had expected. Another schematic. What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is.
Revelio. Incendio.
Ništa, idemo ovo ko nas još nije vidjelo.
Revelio.
Sad ćemo ovdje, brat. Pozdrav, Johnny. Ne pitaj me ništa, kilo granja lešim. Baš mi se seovi umestično, zašto, brat? Samo od sebe. Nemački ne znam, ali možda ne bi, nešto sam ja to i probao, ima ona aplikacija, kako se zove, zaboravio sam. Španski sam nešto počeo da učim, međutim sam vremenom skapirao da bi ja mogu lagano kurs engleskog, brate, da odradim, za početak. Šta da radim sad ovdje? Mislim da mi treba bombarda.
Arresto momentum. Glacis. Defendo. Incendio. Arresto momentum. Levioso.
Ne znam, ali uopšte ne trebam tu nešto, šta treba da radim. Ovaj ne radi, ovaj ne može da zatvori. Čekaj, brat, šta još imamo? Reparo nisam koristio, evo te 300 godina.
Reparo.
Reparo nisam, prije sam stalno koristio reparo. Čekaj, ovdje sam nešto pokrenuo.
Revelio.
Pa jebote, koliko sam lud, brate, samo dođem ovdje. Sam mislio da ovo neki, brate, vodopust, šta se istripu.
Revelio. I'll be quiet.
Vamo, trebam ići, da vidimo što ima vamo.
Devil's snare. Nasty stuff if we're not careful.
Not an entanglement we need right now. Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
Gdje ćeš?
Lumos.
Lumos.
Ne mogu da proći. Trebalo bi kad jednog da i drugog onda. Da.
You won't stop me. Pity, not quite. Flipendo.
Let's get this over with.
Glacius. Defender. Potato. That would be the last.
Čekaj kako je...
Defender. Glacius.
What are you doing? What is it?
Crucible.
That should be the last of them I'll meet.
Da, baš su nas častili, to je bilo za Novu godinu su nas, sjećam se. To je Božić ovaj njihov. Baš lep poklon, vrat. Tako da se popnem gore. Možda nikako, bret.
Clever.
Ja, šta je ovo? Gde je ono da zapalim? Nema ovdje, a? Arresto momento. Avalanche. Si. Igi, nećeš da igraš ovo što Johnny igra. Sad mogu, ja mislim da, čekaj samo da... Ja sad mogu ovo da pritisnu. Da. Tu mi dolazi lift. Ali ajde vidimo da li... Prvo ćemo da uzmemo ovo, pa onda verovatno idemo nazad. To je dobro su uradili često da ono kad tako se naputuješ negde, ono... Ne moraš da se vraćaš istim putem, nego kao fuk. Lift gore i ćao, izašli si. Ja uskoro moram da se spremam.
They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodcock what we found.
Oh. bušilicu prave, ogromnu.
Revelio.
Ajde, desi, jebem. Dobro.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here. Revelio. Revelio. We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed.
Dolazi.
Right. Don't wish to be seen, do we?
Revelio.
Činim samo. Hajde uđi.
Revelio.
Idemo nazad. Niko mi ovo ne govori. Pot se malo vraćamo istim putem.
Revelio.
Vidiš što ovdje mogu da idem, jel?
Revelio.
Nisam neki fan pixel art. Ako je to ono što mislim. Ako je to bukvalno pixel art, ono, brate, slika, ali kockice. Čekaj, ovdje sam rokao, ne? Čekaj, već. Da, ovdje sam išao tamo. Ne, odavde. Au, brate, gdje ću sad u priču? Diver, aha. Ne znam, vidjet ću, ne znam taj žanr. Ništa mi ne znači pixel art. Mora da vidim, brate. Ono kad si mi rekao platformer, rekao šta platformer, brate? Kakav platformer? Pojebem li ti sunce, gdje li idemo? Vrtim se u krug, brate. Taman sam pohvalio kako neću morati da se vraćam. Baš zbog ovih stvari, vidiš. Pa kao da sam ja nešto tu... Mislim, sad se vraćam nazad, ali... Čekaj. Ne mogu ni mapu da vidim. Exit the mine, brate. Ne može biti ovdje exit the mine. Čekaj, nazad mi je blokiran put. Nemam pojam što daš.
Revelio.
Na kraju nisam došao tamo, brate. Cyberpunk pixel art. Pogledat ću nekom priliku. Neću, ja mislim, ovog Harija još dugo preći. Neću ovu misiju dugo prijeći. Mislim da ću morati da završim ovdje.
Revelio. There must be a quicker way out of here than retracing our steps. I'm quite good at sneaking about. You'll see.
Someone's here.
Incendio. Potato. Stupefy. Revelio.
Sad ja ne mogu da retracujem dakle sam došao, bred. Viš, ovo mi je promaklo. Mislim da ne može, možda i još gore. Ne može. Vidi ovo.
Aloha, Mora. Revelio.
Ha. Kaže ako hoćeš. Čekaj.
Revelio.
Gdje sam sad pošao, gdje sam došao, šta se dešava? Da, ovdje sam skrenuo kao da ono... Alohomoru odradim. Gdje je ovaj moj, aj matori? Evo ga. Ajde, brat. Bio je tebi kurac, brat. Ajde. Joki, gdje si Joki? Razmišljam da li da uzem PC ili PlayStation 5 s tim kako mislim još o konzoli. Pa ja lično bi uvijek uzeo komp. Na kompu možeš mnogo više stvari da radiš. Pogotovo ako će komp da ti bude jačine za igrice kao PlayStation 5 Slim. Onda nema potrebe da uzimaš. Mislim, zavisi, možeš ti na joysticku, ako ti se igraju igrice, uzmeš joystick. Zavališ se ko na PlayStation. To je moje mišljenje, ali kapiram da je PlayStation veoma popularan i veoma velika firma. Tako da mnogi ljudi se ne slažu sa mnom.
Can we please talk about what just happened?
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
Kaže, tvoje tajne su sigurne sa mnom, ali ću napisati jednu knjigu o ovome. Baš su sigurne. Šta vi? Ne mogu da pokupim, šta me zajebao. A popričamo još sa goblinom i završavamo.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she had been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
A sova je ono DM kad ti stigne. Prijatna poruka. Let main quest 6 od 14. To može za njega, a? Pa, moramo završavamo, brate. Mora palićem. A imam ovdje još, imam da identifikujem ove neke, imam šta bih radio. Ništa ljudi, hvala vam što ste bili, vidimo se večera, sutra, tako nešto, vidjet ćemo kad, vidjet ćemo, ne znam ja da radim, ne znam koliko ću ostati na poslu, sutra imam nešto isto, ne znam koliko ću ostati, tako da ne mogu ništa da planiram, Kad se vidimo, Prasici